Consider the graph y is tangent of x plus pi over 4, where x is greater or equals than negative pi and less or equals than 2 pi. A. Write down the equations of the vertical asymptotes of the graph. You know that the vertical asymptotes arise only if there is division by 0. Since tangent is what? Sine over cosine. Division by 0 can only arise if cosine e over x plus pi over 4 is equal to 0. And where cosine is 0, it's this point or this point on the unit circle. How to write the general solution? We need any point. It may be pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2, negative pi over 2, it doesn't matter, one particular solution, pi over 2, and you can see that we will move between two consecutive solutions by adding or subtracting pi. So in general we can write that it's plus pi k, where k is any integer. So x plus pi over 4 x plus pi over 4 is pi over 2 plus pi k. You can also get this result if you just consider a graph of tangent x and tangent of x. A vertical asymptote is at pi over 2, and tangent has a period of pi, and the next vertical asymptote it will be at 3 pi over 2, and also to the left. And you can see that vertical asymptotes are at pi over 2 plus period of a tangent, so pi over 2 plus pi k, and it's the tangent of some argument, but here argument is x plus pi over 4, so we get this result. Hence x is what? Just move pi over 4 to the right to get that x is pi over 4 plus pi k. K is any integer. And to get particular solutions for a given region, we should consider some specific value for k. Let's start with 0. When k is 0, we can see that x is pi over 4. Pi over 4 is from this region, so it's a required solution. But when k is 1, x is what? Pi over 4 plus pi is 5 pi over 4. It's less than 2 pi, so it's also a solution. When k is 2, it will be what? 2 pi plus pi over 4, it will be greater than 2 pi, so it's not a solution. But k also may be negative, so let's move in negative direction. So when k is negative 1, x becomes what? Pi over 4 minus pi. Pi is 4 pi over 4, so it's negative 3 pi over 4. Negative 3 pi over 4. It's also a solution because it's greater than negative pi. And when k is negative 2, it will be less than negative pi, so it will not be a solution. So there are three solutions: vertical asymptotes here, and x is it's actually an equation of a vertical line. The next, the graph is reflected in y-axis, then stretched parallel to the y-axis by a factor of a half, then translated by a vector pi over 4 negative 3, gives the equation of the transformed graph. So the first transformation is what? Reflected in y-axis, and to get an equation of such transformation, it's what? It's f of negative x. Reflection about a y-axis, f of negative x. Reflection about x-axis, it's negative f of x. So after the reflection in y-axis, the equation becomes y is what? Tangent of negative x plus pi over 4. Function of negative x, it means what? We should substitute negative x for every x in a given equation. The next transformation is what? Stretched parallel to the y-axis, and what does it mean? It means vertical stretch by factor over half, and vertical stretch by some factor is just af of x. So here it's just a half f of x. So a half just arises in front. The next transformation is translation by a vector. So horizontal translation by pi over 4 plus pi over 4, it means to the right, and translation to the right, it will be what? Function of x minus pi over 4. And we should substitute x minus pi over 4 for every x in the equation. So it becomes y is a half tangent negative x minus pi over 4 plus pi over 4. Let's simplify it. It becomes tangent negative x plus pi over 4 plus pi over 4, so plus pi over 2. And finally, translation by vector pi over 4 negative 3, and negative 3, it means what? It's vertical translation 3 units down, and every y coordinate will be 3 less, so it's just negative 3 at the end. So the final equation becomes, finally this equation becomes a half tangent of negative x plus pi over 2 and just negative 3 at the end. And that's all for this question.